Imagine a world where what's real isn't always clear, like shifting sand. The boundaries between reality and fantasy blur, creating a landscape where the impossible becomes possible, and the ordinary transforms into the extraordinary. This is a place where your senses are constantly challenged and your perception of the world is turned upside down. That's the world Victor Pelevin, a Russian novelist, creates. His works are a testament to the power of imagination and the limitless possibilities of the human mind. Pelevin's narratives are not just stories, they are intricate tapestries woven with threads of reality and fantasy, each strand adding depth and complexity to the overall picture. His stories mix reality and fantasy, they're odd and make you think. Pelevin's writing invites readers to question their own perceptions and to explore the hidden layers of meaning within the mundane. His surreal landscapes and fantastical elements serve as metaphors for the deeper truths about human existence and the nature of reality itself. His writing is like a puzzle box, full of secrets. Each story is a riddle waiting to be solved, a labyrinth of ideas and concepts that challenge the reader to think critically and to see beyond the surface. Pelevin's works are not just to be read, they are to be experienced, pondered, and unraveled. Pelevin's books aren't just stories, they offer a peek into Russia's future. Through his unique blend of satire and speculative fiction, Pelevin provides a commentary on the socio-political landscape of Russia, offering insights into the potential trajectories of the nation's future. His works serve as both a reflection of contemporary society and a prophetic vision of what may come. He predicted Putin's Russia before it happened. Pelevin's keen observations and incisive critiques of political power dynamics have proven to be remarkably prescient. His ability to foresee the rise of authoritarianism and the consolidation of power in Russia speaks to his deep understanding of the underlying forces shaping the country's political landscape. His novels are like looking in a funhouse mirror reflecting Russia's politics. The distorted reflections in Pelevin's stories highlight the absurdities and contradictions inherent in the political system. By presenting a warped version of reality, he encourages readers to see the truth more clearly and to question the status quo. Pelevin uses humor to criticize politics, society, and technology. His sharp wit and biting satire expose the flaws and hypocrisies of modern life, making his critiques both entertaining and thought-provoking. Through humor, Pelevin disarms his readers, allowing them to engage with difficult and complex issues in a more accessible way. This mix of the strange and the real makes his writing special and powerful. Pelevin's ability to seamlessly blend the fantastical with the everyday creates a unique narrative style that captivates and challenges readers. His stories are a testament to the power of imagination and the enduring relevance of literature in exploring the human condition. His stories stick with you and change how you see the world. Pelevin's works leave a lasting impression, prompting readers to reflect on their own lives and the world around them. His narratives encourage a deeper understanding of the complexities of human existence and the ever-shifting nature of reality. Through his writing, Pelevin invites us to embark on a journey of self-discovery and to see the world through a new lens. Victor Pelevin's life is as interesting as his books. Born in Moscow in 1962, he grew up in a city that was the heart of the Soviet Union, a place teeming with history, politics, and culture. His early years were spent in a time of significant transformation, as the Soviet Union was a superpower locked in a Cold War with the West. He was born in Moscow in 1962. The city was a bustling metropolis, filled with the sounds of industry and the sights of Soviet architecture. It was a place where the past and the future seemed to collide, creating a unique environment that would deeply influence Pelevin's worldview. He grew up in the Soviet era, a time of big changes. The streets were filled with children playing, people going about their daily lives, and a sense of collective purpose. The Soviet Union was a place of contrasts, where the ideals of communism often clashed with the realities of everyday life. He saw the Soviet Union fall and a new Russia begin. The collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 was a momentous event that reshaped the world. For Pelevin, it was a time of uncertainty and opportunity, as the old order gave way to a new, more chaotic reality. These events shaped his thinking and his writing. The changing skyline of Moscow, with its mix of old Soviet buildings and new modern structures, mirrored the changes in Pelevin's own life and work. His writing often reflects this blend of the old and the new, the familiar and the strange. Pelevin had a typical childhood for that time. He attended school, played with friends, and lived in a society that valued collective effort and communal living. His experiences during these formative years would later find their way into his stories, adding depth and authenticity to his work. He lived in a crowded apartment, then later in a tall building, which was common in Soviet Moscow. These living conditions, while challenging, also fostered a sense of community and shared experience that was a hallmark of Soviet life. He studied electromechanical engineering, a technical subject important in the Soviet system. This education provided him with a solid foundation in science and technology, but his true passion lay elsewhere. But he loved literature and the power of stories. Despite his technical training, Pelevin was drawn to the world of books and storytelling. He spent countless hours reading in parks and libraries, immersing himself in the works of great writers and dreaming of one day creating his own literary masterpieces. Pelevin's writing career started in the late 1980s, another time of big change in Russia. The country was undergoing a significant transformation, moving away from the rigid structures of the Soviet era and embracing new freedoms and uncertainties. This period of flux provided a fertile ground for creative minds like Pelevin, who sought to capture the essence of this transitional phase in his works. His first short story came out in 1989. It was a time when the literary scene in Russia was buzzing with new ideas and voices. Pelevin's debut was met with curiosity and intrigue, as readers were eager to explore fresh perspectives that deviated from the traditional narratives they were accustomed to. His first book, The Blue Lantern, was published in 1991. This collection of short stories quickly garnered attention for its innovative storytelling and imaginative plots. It was a breath of fresh air in the literary world, offering readers a glimpse into Pelevin's unique vision. It won a big award, the Russian Little Booker Prize, making him a rising star. This accolade not only cemented his status as a promising new author, but also opened doors for future opportunities in the literary field. His later novels, Omen Ra, 1992, and The Life of Insects, 1993, were also popular. These works continued to build on his reputation, showcasing his ability to blend surrealism with sharp social commentary. Each novel delved deeper into the complexities of post-Soviet life, exploring themes of identity, existentialism, and the human condition. They showed his unique style, mixing strange stories with social criticism. Pelevin's narratives often featured bizarre and fantastical elements, which he used to critique contemporary society and its various absurdities. His ability to weave together the surreal and the real made his work stand out in the crowded literary landscape. His novels became known for their dreamlike feel, exploring themes of identity, reality, and what it means to be human. Pelevin's writing invites readers to question their perceptions of the world and to ponder the deeper truths that lie beneath the surface of everyday life. His works remain a testament to the power of literature to challenge, inspire, and transform. Pelevin's novels aren't just stories, they're also warnings, and are good examples. It's about a cosmonaut training program that isn't what it seems. It's really about the Soviet system, and how it made people blindly follow orders. It's about a young copywriter in post-Soviet Russia, and the world of advertising. This book predicted how politicians would use tricks in the media to control people. It's surprisingly relevant to the world today. Pelevin is strangely good at predicting the future. 2011 shows a future war fought with drones and fake news, much like the conflict in Ukraine. 2017 is about artificial intelligence and how humans interact with machines. It predicted the rise of AI like ChatGPT. This shows how well Pelevin can see where technology is going. Victor Pelevin is a very private person. He avoids the public and interviews. Nobody has seen him since 2001, and there are no confirmed photos of him after that. Some think he's not a real person, just a pen name. Others think he is a group of writers. The truth is a mystery, making him even more interesting. Even though he's mysterious, Victor Pelevin is a very important Russian writer. He's influenced literature a lot, starting many discussions and challenging readers. His books aren't easy to read, they need focus, but they're worth it. Reading Pelevin is an intellectual adventure, a journey into human nature and the modern world. Pelevin's work isn't just for Russians. His books are translated into many languages and read worldwide. People love his mix of satire, philosophy, and science fiction. Critics have praised him, comparing him to famous writers like George Orwell and Franz Kafka. Pelevin has earned his place among the great writers. Victor Pelevin is still writing, still challenging readers, and still surprising us. He's a mystery, a puzzle we may never solve. But that's part of his charm. Pelevin's writing takes us into the unknown. It reminds us that what's real depends on who you are, and it shows the power of imagination.